Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Brian W. Adams.
Well, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today's Inspire podcast. Hope everybody had an incredible Halloween weekend. I know for us it was a lot of fun. Late night. It's hard to do that on school night, and then the Cowboys win with a backup quarterback. So what a great weekend here in Dallas for sure. Hope everybody else had a great one. Well, as I said, Halloween was last night, and I even dressed up. Ann, did you dress up for Halloween?
Oh, my gosh, I didn't, and I can't believe you just said you did. Are we going to see a picture? What did you dress up as?
Kendall, did you dress up?
Oh, yes. Yeah, certainly did.
What did you dress up as?
So I have a standardized costume every year. It's like a 70s hippie. I've got tie-dye. I've got some leather tasseled vest. I have an afro wig, some psychedelic sunglasses.
Oh,
it's a fun one.
And you recycle it every year. You gotta freshen it up here. Gotta stay current.
Well, the afro wig was new this year.
So we didn't watch all this thing. We started out, and then it kind of like faded for me. But we went as Johnny and Moira Rose from Fitz Creek. And if you've ever watched this TV show, it's one of the silliest shows ever. So this guy who bought this town as a joke, and then they went bankrupt, all this stuff, and they ended up living in this motel. So I was Johnny Rose. He had this massive eyebrows. Robin was Moira. And we didn't really think this through because we get dressed, and then we actually went out to dinner on Saturday night. We went in costume because we went to our church festivities. I was supposed to go to another deal. My kids kind of had a little cold, so my parents didn't want to come over. So we ended up going to our church little trunk or treat, and it was funny. Like 3 people go. It's kind of hard that you can't announce like what your character is because you can't say it at church. And I was like, God, I didn't think about that. And then our kids were like, who are you? Or what TV show is this? And so we had to rename it It's Creek. And then we went to dinner, and people were walking up like, who are you guys? But last night we dressed up again, and then some of our best friends came over as David and Alexis, the two kids. So they dressed up. We were totally not planning on this, and they show up dressed up as David and Alexis, and it was one of the funniest things in the world. We had a great time. Did you guys, have y'all ever seen that show, Kendall?
Of course. I cannot believe this. All I can think about is content and our co-founder CEO in a picture, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get that picture because you know exactly what I would do with it.
Probably not getting that one, but it was
That's
a lot
amazing.
of fun. Part of it is just fun. So every year, Robin and I have a big Halloween party at the house. We have a blow-up movie screen. We have a TV. We have a movie. We bring in Chick-fil-A every year, except we didn't think this through. On Friday afternoon, Robin called. In fact, I was with Kendall, and Robin called. She was like, oh, my gosh, Chick-fil-A is closed on Sunday. What are we going to do?
Closed on Sunday. You're right.
We had to pivot to the old Sonic. We had a lot of Sonic corn dogs last night, but it was super fun. And speaking of fun, mascot dress-up, the activity challenge.
That's
Talk
right.
about this.
I was thinking, Brian, because I didn't dress up for Halloween, I better make it up in mascot dress-up week. Because last year, I was like a gorilla in my work heels at work, walking around in a gorilla costume.
Yeah,
and I think I'm going to have to do that because we had a party here for our teenagers, but I did not dress up. So I think I'm going to have to make it up. And that photo I will share with people.
This is one of the most anticipated activity challenges because of last year, how you guys dressed up. And I was just not even expecting it. In fact, it's kind of funny whenever you do these things and you think, is anybody else going to do this? And then there were so many people that dressed up last week, and so this is definitely a fan's favorite. And this week You can dress up as your favorite characters, your favorite sports team mascot, rent a mascot costume, do whatever you got to do. Some people even dressed up like an integrity mascot. And one of the guys even used his mom, made, I think Jordan's mom at Thomas Arts made integrity pants out of the neck gaiters that we gave out. So
he is going
dress
to
up,
kill
have
us
some more
right
fun.
now for saying his name. He's going to
Jordan.
Jordan,
Jordan, hope you listen.
We call him Integrity Man. He is on. Yeah. He just wrote this conversation right now. I cannot believe this. You promised you wouldn't take a photo. Oh, my gosh. Yep. He was Integrity Man. And this year we did an entire photo shoot with Integrity Man that we will be sure to share because it is hilarious.
Jordan, you owned it, and your mom was amazing, seamstress. But, so as with every activity challenge, this is a competition. So please send in photos, videos to your team captains so they can load those into integritymarketing.com/gametime. And we can't wait to see what you guys wear this year. And Integrity Man, show up. I know you will. And speaking of fun, there's a lot of gold coins going around. Man, the gold it was like Bitcoin 6 months ago. I mean, it's going crazy. I think there were 10 gold coin winners last week that people found in their swag bags. So be sure to be looking for those. In fact, we have a lot of gold coin winners we should announce, but I can never say people's names right. I actually introduced a guy last night who's a good friend of mine, and I totally forgot. I didn't forget his name. I just said it wrong. And Robin was like, his name's Rory, but I talked fast, and it sounded like I said Roy, and I think I did say Roy, honestly. So I was like, no, I said Roy. I just said it fast, and it was kind of embarrassing. Kendall, you know Rory. He's like the most amazing magician.
I met Rory. Isn't he the magician? He's a magician guy. Yeah.
I know, and I totally mispronounced his name, so I'm not going to mispronounce anybody's name today. I'm going to let Ann mispronounce people's names. So, Ann, do you want to
list off
the gold coin? By the way, this was for Jim Sweeney, so I'm going to see here in a little bit. Jim's made me self-conscious about how I talk because I didn't know how to say Jenga or Jenga. I don't even know what it is.
It's Jenga. You got it. You just did it.
I got
Jenga,
it.
Yes,
Jim.
And you got him back anyway. You got him back. And yes, you're also getting me back because we are on over 100 shows. And for anyone who joined us for Integrity Idol, one time Brian and I did this, and I said, he's like, you got the names? You got it? And I said, yep, I can do this. I got the names. And I specifically screwed up one of the finalists. And I wrote it down, so here we go. You ready? Yes, Blair.
You totally butchered Blair's last name. Sorry, Blair.
Yes. I'm sorry, Blair. I was just going to try to remember his last name, and I said Hasselhoff, which is not it.
I'm not going to say his last name. I'm not going to say his last name. Blair. I can say Blair.
Yeah, Blair. Blair, good job. All right, here we go. These are the gold coin winners so far for Integrity's Game Time. It has been amazing, and thank you guys for sending in photos and videos as you've been finding your gold coin. Here we go. All right, first winner, Alexis Blunt, North American Senior Benefits. Congratulations, Alexis. Are we clapping after each one? Yeah, there we go. Here we go. 3 of us clapping. All right, Kendall, you're in charge of clapping. All right, we're clapping that I got the names right too. So apologies in advance, but we're gonna kill this. So okay, Molly Valancourt from American Independent Marketing. Congratulations.
Molly.
Clapping. And the reason we're clapping is you guys get incredible prizes that people are dying for Steve Young memorabilia, a large Jenga set, a life-size Jenga set. So here we go. Okay, Ashley Loosely from Kellogg. We just talked about Kellogg. Congratulations, Ashley. Matt Holt from Plan Advisors, one of our newer partners. Congrats, Matt.
Matt. All
right. Oh, gosh, Brian, here we go. All right. We love this person, so here we go. China Pop from Paulson Insurance and Financial. Congratulations. All right. And then Robin Ray from the Brokerage Resource. Congratulations. Clap. Melissa Frazier, Advisors Insurance Brokers. Congrats, Melissa. We're excited for you. Nancy Morris for American Group Insurance Brokerage. Another gold coin winner. All right, we're getting to the bottom list. Kristen Hackinson, Nyslash and Fleming. Congratulations. Nyslash and Fleming also won our activity challenge, our first one, our Spirit Week. So we got to see who's going to win this week. Yep, for Mascot Week. All right, and last but not least, Carolyn Richter from Robert's Rock Stars. Oh, she sent in a great video. That was hilarious. She was so excited. Woo!
I haven't seen that one. I must see that one. That's awesome. Well,
yeah,
listen,
we're going to highlight these. Yep.
Isn't it so much fun? I mean, it's so cool to see all these different offices and getting their swag and having fun with it. And I love the swag. In fact, the bubble popper, man, this bubble popper thing, my 7-year-old stole from me. And then my 9-year-old was like, hold on, I want that. And so it's been kind of going back and forth, and it has been, and then I want it because it's fun to play with. But I just love the swag. And here's I think we got something special planned this week for swag. In fact, I think it's something sweet and something that'll help you show your integrity pride. So get ready for some more swag this week, and there'll be more gold coins in there that Ann can read your name if you pick one, and Ken will clap for you. But please keep an eye out for the gold coins and get ready for some sweet and integrity pride coming here very soon. And then also the team huddles. Man, there are so many fun things that you can have with these team huddles, and there's more folks ready to have more fun with everybody as you kind of continue to roll out these specific office team huddles. I know here in Integrity we had some noise complaints in our building because our team huddle was so much fun. And so please watch. We've provided this week's list to team captains, so be on the lookout if your team huddle is coming up. That is just such. Did you say, Ann, you guys just had a team huddle in Thomas Arts?
We're up next. No, we're. I think if I look at my playbook, we are the week of November 17th. So not yet. We are not one for this week, but everyone's been having incredible team huddles. Yes, and yours, Dallas office got in trouble for a noise or a noise concern. So yes, everyone's been having incredible team huddles. Ours comes up here in the Utah office in a couple weeks.
Wow. Well, you guys, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I know we've been having a lot of fun here in Dallas. So please get ready for a lot of fun as well. And if you have some videos, pictures, whatever they are, send them to GameTime@integritymarketing.com so we can all share those around. Well, speaking of fun, man, we've been announcing 2 deals a week here for the last few weeks. I don't know if people realize what that means. I was recently with an investment banker here in Dallas, small kind of boutique investment banker, and I was at this charity event. Yes, I see him, and he comes up to me because he's known that we had done a lot of deals, and he said, he's talking to me about how busy they are. He's like, I've never been this busy in my life. We're doing so many deals. It's been crazy. This has been just such a hard year because I've been so busy. And I said, man, really, how many deals will you guys do this year? Now, this small investment banks, boutique, they help lead people through a process. And I said, how many deals will you guys do this week or this year? I said, this year. He goes, man, we're going to do 4 deals this year. That's the most we've ever done. I mean, it's just overwhelming. He goes, how many deals will you guys do? And I was like, I was embarrassed to tell him because I didn't want to, shame him here. But we're doing 2 a week now, and it is this is rarefied air in any corporate, not even corporate America, corporate, world here. But it has been so amazing to welcome great partners and incredible friends to the Integrity platform and to the Integrity family. And today we have another exciting announcement. The Fitz Group has joined the Integrity family. As part of this partnership, Alec Fitzgerald, goes by Fitz, the CEO of the Fitz Group, will become a managing partner here at Integrity. And him and his wife, Heather, are two of the greatest people in the world and just amazing leaders that have helped so many people enter into this business. Now, Fitz joined the industry over 20 years ago, and together him and Heather formed the Fitz Group in 2004 to provide proper coverage and better financial certainty for underinsured Americans. They also focus on recruiting, training, supporting agents in all aspects of building their own business. And today they partner with some of the industry's top-rated insurance carriers for life insurance and also annuities for thousands of agents all across the country. They're in 50 states as well. Although they've already experienced plenty of success, the Fitz Group is looking to take their business to just a whole new level by partnering with Integrity. Fitz and his entire team can now tap into all the different resources that we offer, the different support, technology to really help take their business to the next level. I first saw a video of Fitz and Andy Albright doing some training back in probably 2007 or 8. Stephen Prince and I were officing out of my house, and Stephen's like, dude, you got to watch these guys. And we started watching the passion and the energy of them recruiting and training agents and bringing more agents into the business. And it was one of those things. It's like, I just want to get to know these guys. I would love to be partners with them one day, but really want to get to know them. And ironically, Fitz is here in Dallas, but I never got a chance to meet him until we partnered with Andy Albright and the Alliance. And I remember sitting in an audience and seeing Fitz come in, and it was almost like a celebrity to me because I'd been watching kind of this whole career and everything that he had been doing, and just the passion of him bringing new people into this business and supporting new people. And I am so excited and honored to now welcome him and introduce him to all of our other partners here at Integrity as the newest partner. So, Fitz, congratulations, my friend. We are so, so proud to be a partner.
Well, thank you, Brian. Can you hear me okay?
Man, I can hear you great. This is a big day, man. It's a big day.
Oh, my God.
You've been working on this for a long time.
Yes. Heather and I are sitting here. We're in Aruba with Andy and Jane and our Alliance family this week. And to say that we are excited about this partnership is an understatement, a gross understatement. We are elated. It's been a bit in coming. I know that the Fitz Group has been working hard for this, and listen, I know this is going to be huge. I'm so excited about the integrity effect, as it's been coined, and what partnering with Integrity means for our family, our staff, our agents, and all the Alliance family. Just excited about what it means and diversifying products. You guys are into so much more than just insurance now. It's really getting insane, and really just honored that we be considered for partnership and excited about this announcement today. Thank you, Brian.
Well, Heather, Fitz, we are so honored to be your partner. I'm a little frustrated. Maybe y'all should have invited me to Aruba, and we could have done this live. We could have had our first ever in-person live event, but this is the next best thing because, listen, becoming partners with you guys is really just a huge opportunity, I think, for all of us. And one of the things that you just mentioned, we talked about the integrity effect a lot here, but it's real. And what it's been able to do is really enable partners to really grow faster and take it to the next level in a huge way. And I can't wait to see what this does for the Fitz Group. Now, you guys had an interesting journey that eventually led you into this career, into the insurance world. How did it happen? And it kind of, a lot of this sorted out, I think, in high school, right? Tell us a little bit about that story.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could back up and tell you about being an entrepreneur since 8 years old, but in high school, among other things, I was bagging. Hold
on. You can't say that without me jumping back in. So what were you doing as an entrepreneur at 8 years old?
Well, so I'm the youngest of four. My big brother is 13 years older than I am, and he was home on leave from the Army, and that's a long story of why he said what he said, but he sat me down. He said, little brother, go make your own money. It's freedom from mom and dad, and when you leave home, make sure you don't ever have to come back. At that point, I started looking for ways to make money. You know, at 8, My sister had a newspaper route. She's 5 years older than me, and she wasn't delivering her papers, and the company called me about it. And I was home, raised by a single mom. I was home, and I answered the phone. They said, your sister's not delivering the papers. I said, no problem, I'll do it. And I told my sister, I got your newspaper route. I got it. She said, why? I said, because you're going to pay me more than they're paying you. She said, why would I do that? I said, because I'm not going to tell Mom if you do. You know, it's just how that works. And, you know, it's cute as an 8-year-old, but as an adult, that's officially called extortion.
Blackmail.
So, I mean, that turned into mowing yards and all kinds of stuff. But I mean, I just was always looking for a way to hustle and make a dollar and have my own money, because I knew that in a very real sense, you know, money meant freedom. And I learned that very early on at a very, very early age. And so I was money motivated pretty early on, and I was bagging groceries at a grocery store in Burlington, North Carolina, and a buddy next to me, I was 17, buddy next to me said, hey, Fitz, you like making money, right? I said, yeah. He said, well, there's this guy tomorrow night at Best Western. He's going to be talking about how to make money. I said, what's his name? He said, Andy something. He goes AA. Andy, it's like a battery. When you meet him, you'll understand. He's got energy. I said, okay. So I had my Eddie Vedder Pearl Jam haircut, you know, pulled it back in a ponytail, and I left my earring in, walked into there, sat on the second row, and that night I fell in love with Andy Albright. I looked in his eyes, and I knew, I don't know what in the world this guy's talking about, but I'm in, because he's excited. He's going to go there, and when he gets there, I want to be there. You know, I want to be like LeBron's friends. You know, I don't need to be LeBron. Anyway, it worked out. I went off to college. Throughout college, Andy mentored me and gave me books and tapes and seminars to devour, and I did. And when I came out of UNC Chapel Hill as a psych major with a religious studies minor, completely unmarketable, I took Andy's advice and didn't get a job. And the two of us hustled, trying to make a living, silver security life. We had a radio show together. We had coupon books that we were doing in Burlington together. And one day he said, hey, you're broke. I said, yeah. He said, well, you need to get an insurance license. And I said, I don't want to be in insurance. He said, but you're broke. I said, it's a good point. So I was newly married and busted and made my first commission check back in 1999. It was on like Donkey Kong at that point.
Oh my gosh! See, I love what you said. I don't need to be LeBron James. I just need to be LeBron's friend. It's so true. I saw like Maverick Carter, who's like LeBron's best friend, is like one of the wealthiest guys in America today, because he's like just like. And let me help focus on some of the details now. When you guys were first starting out, what did you guys do to really figure out like the skills you needed to be successful? And what are you doing today to kind of keep that edge? Because it's easy whenever you're going from bagging groceries to getting married and you don't have anything. It's like, I just got to, like, you got to scrap. Like, your back's against the wall. You got to do whatever it takes to get there. So I'd love to hear kind of what you guys did and then what you're still doing to kind of keep that edge.
Well, so when I started selling insurance in North Carolina, we sold for about 2 months and sat down with Barry Clarkson and said, hey, where do you recommend strategically? And he said, we need somebody in Dallas. So we moved out to Dallas from North Carolina. Heather and I had been married about a year at that point. I knew the Dallas Cowboys and the TV show Dallas, so I feel like I knew everything about Dallas. And we moved. And when I first moved, Andy was hustling, traveling the country, getting, other people up and off the ground. And it wasn't like he could come see me every day. We talked a lot on the phone, but he didn't come see me every day. And I really, by his advice, took advantage of training materials that were out there. I remember buying these clamshell cases of cassette tapes. And I just, would devour those things, learning how to sell. I'm just 23. I didn't know nothing, and my father-in-law said, don't do it. What are you guys moving out there for? You don't know what you're doing. But we just learned. I mean, we just we didn't know what we were doing, so we were open to anything. People invited me to different networking meetings, and I would hear top industry producers selling, and I just talk to them afterwards and ask advice and listen to training tapes and going to seminars and reading books. And what are we doing now? I mean, they say you can't get where you want to go doing what you've always done, but there are such things as foundational principles, and you are who you are because of what you read and who you're talking to and what you're listening to, and that is a foundation for me. I still read over 100 books a year, and I don't say that as a bragging thing. it's become a habit, and it was an intentional habit we developed. We're constantly, at least trying. We're trying to put ourselves in a position to learn, and that's one of the things that's got me so excited about the partnership with Integrity is you guys have, industry giants. I've been reading in publications about these partners for a couple of decades now, and I'm so honored to be able to open up that door that now I can have conversations with people. I've got a seat at the table, and I can ask them questions and learn what they've done to be so successful. And I'm sure there's going to be some overlapping principles, but I'm also sure there's going to be a lot of things that I don't know, and I'm going to be able to learn from, and our organization is going to be able to benefit from it. I'm so excited about that.
Man, I tell you what, it's one of the biggest honors for me is to be able to call these giants, like you guys I've looked up to for so long. Including you, my friend. I literally, I remember when Stephen Prince came in my we called it an office. It's now my son's bedroom because I still live in the same house where we started Integrity. And he was like, you got to watch these guys at NAA or the Alliance and what they're building, and watching some videos of what you guys were doing, you and Andy and a bunch of the amazing leaders there. I remember Stephen and I thinking, dude, we could do that. We could create some of that. And then we had to be honest with ourselves. Honestly, we had to be like, we don't have that same personality that I don't know. There is a different kind of drive and mentality that you guys have had and what you guys have built. And so being able to now look out and go, man, we're partners. It is just such an incredible day. And I've heard so many of our partners like Bob Grannon and others that have talked about just how incredibly talented you are, and really you and Heather. I don't want to leave out Heather because Heather's incredibly talented for sure as well, and you guys are truly partners here. But having you guys as partners now is just such an exciting thing. What was it about Integrity that drew you to a partnership, and what are you looking forward to kind of benefiting from this?
That's a great question, and I feel like every week I hear these podcasts and I hear the answers, and I think that a lot of it's going to be a duplicate. But it's I knew of Integrity before I knew of partnership opportunities. I'm in Dallas, and you guys are local, and I remember I've got friends that are in the investment banking world sending me, hey, have you heard about this company? And I'd read about it and go, no, I haven't. Who's this? And I read about what you guys did, I guess back in 2019 for your employees, and I was overwhelmed by that. I thought, wow, here's a company that really they get it, like they get how to do business, and I wonder how or if there's any kind of possibility of ever being in relationship with them somehow, some way. I just thought it'd be so cool. And then, my friend and your friend and partner Bob Grannon, joining on there, and actually just saw him yesterday in Aruba. But friends. Listen, when friends that you trust with your life start doing something, you have to pay attention, because these are people that you trust with your life. And I started seeing a lot of friends joining the campfire and getting around that circle. And I thought, gosh, I want in. And of course, the partnership with Andy and the Alliance, it just it opened up that door for me. And listen, I'll say it a million times. I'm honored to be at the council table with just amazing leaders that I've admired for years. And I can get choked up about it, because it really is very it's humbling. I think that a lot of small businesses get to a place and they realize in order to get to the next level that they want to get that business to, they have to seek outside capital. They have to seek outside ownership. And it's just so awesome that I get to do that with my friends. And I'm just I'm thrilled beyond measure.
Well, listen, we are incredibly thrilled as well. I love the emotion, because I think, yeah, listen, I think you have to have emotion and passion to get kind of where we're going. And, I think just some of the stuff, my wife likes to give me a hard time, I tear up a lot. It's because of the passion that, I have for the business, the purpose we have on serving people. There is so much more to do here, so many more people to really help and serve. And so we're just thrilled to have you and Heather officially as part of the Integrity family. And I know you guys are all down in Aruba on your sales event, and I'm seeing all the amazing pictures and videos. And I wish I was there with you, so I hope you guys are having an amazing time. But I wanted to invite Andy and Jane Albright on to be the first ones to welcome you guys as the newest Integrity partner. Andy and Jane, are you guys there with us?
We're here. Thank you, Brian. Hey, Fitz and Heather, just listening to you talk, it just made me realize we've known you guys since you were teenagers. Wow. But it's been exciting for Andy and I to watch you two grow, learn, and develop in this business, but not only for yourselves, but to have the ability to share it with so many people. I think that's awesome. I don't really have a lot to say. I just say now that you have all the perks and amenities and resources of Integrity, I think it's time for all of the Alliance Integrity partners to show Integrity just what we're all about and blow this thing up. So congratulations to you and Heather again. We love you. We're proud of you. And looks like we need to pop that champagne in just a little bit to celebrate. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, Jane. Love y'all.
Hey, Brian, what a story. What a
oh, my God.
What a movie. There's a movie to this guy. It's unbelievable. I remember him sitting in that second row. I was part of an organization, get this, called Worldwide Dream Builders. I mean, Worldwide Dream Builders. Bill Britt, Dexter Yeager, greatest dream builders of all time. I remember peeking in their garages and seeing Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and that's what Fitz about. And this kid, I'm a North Carolina, he's Tar Heel, and I'm like, oh, baby. And, of course, he's so much younger, and I'm like, oh, God, if this guy would come aboard. And the memories, right? And the memories, I remember we were going to a Worldwide Dream Builder meeting, and me and Fitz were in the back, and the girls were driving, and that was kind of one of my turning points with Fitz. So we were building the coupon book business, which we'd always integrate the coupon book business called A Taste of Alamance, because we both grew up in Alamance County, of Alamance coupon book. It was a great deal. I'm telling you, it was a great deal. But we were building the coupon book, and then every Monday we'd be live on Silver Security Live with Andy Albright and Fitzgerald. And if they'd ask a question about insurance and annuities that we didn't know the answer to, I'd go, hold on a second, I'm going to let Fitz talk to you about the coupon book. And Fitz would get on. It was so annoying because the lights, like when they call in on a radio show, when they talk about the coupon books, the lights would light up. I'd be like, hey, we got to get somehow to get them doing the insurance thing. And I was very popular at church. Like, everybody knew my name, but I said, this is just not going good. This is before the Alliance, before Integrity. They know us, but they're not buying insurance. And it's like, we got to find some leads. We got to figure this thing out. The coupon books is where we were making the money. But it's so many things. To think back, the first time Fitz and Heather, when he said, I'm marrying this lady and this beautiful girl. I'm like, yeah, she's sharp as everything, dude. What y'all going to do? And he said, we done bought a house. And we go to this house. And the way I remember it, and Fitz can correct me it was old and it was white, but the paint was peeling off. And I'm like, wow, what the? It's our first house. And then even when he moved to Dallas, if you listen to him tell his progressions of houses, but now to see where they live with a swimming pool and cars, and now the father-in-law that questioned him, flies planes and moved to Dallas with him, the lifestyle change has got to be a movie for Fitz Group. The Fitz Group has produced some incredible winners. You're right, his passion on stage, his ability to speak, Heather's ability to speak has just been such a blessing to mine and Jane's life. I mean, in so many ways. I mean, some of the most loyal, dedicated people you've ever met in your life. I would say to the Integrity family, we are gaining an incredible asset. I mean, these two are workers. These two are smart, bright, optimistic. They are worldwide dream builders today, and I couldn't be any prouder. We're excited about the future. It's the hard concept is we're just starting at this point, but we are starting with a huge leverage. I mean, who becomes a partner walking around Aruba? I ran into him yesterday, right after we got the note from Rachel and Kendall, and I was like, "Hey, y'all get the note?" They said, "Yes." So we're jumping up and down on the coast, talking about partnership and what we're going to do next and where Integrity is going. We love you, Brian. Your personality, it's funny when you say that because you're the perfect personality for the CEO of a conglomerate like Integrity, man. We're proud of you. I'm proud of you for being able to pull Fitz and Heather into this awesome organization, man. Thank you so much for the opportunity for the Alliance family and the Fitz Group and future organizations that will become partners. Brian, thank you so much. Congratulations, Fitz and Heather.
Thank you, Andy.
All right. My goodness, what an amazing story. And I agree, we need to see a movie. Andy and Jane, love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We also have Barry Clarkson. You talked about Barry earlier on here. Barry, are you there with us?
I am here, and thank you, Brian. Well, first of all, Alex and Heather, congratulations to you, managing partner with the greatest company on the planet, and just so proud of you. You know, Brian, I think you opened up talking about just being a great couple, and when I think of Alex, I think of a great husband, a great father, a great businessman. I can't think of anybody that will probably embrace and live the Integrity core values more than this couple. You know, what they have accomplished. You know, it was funny listening to Andy just now because I had a front row seat watching most of this, and it was just, you know, watching both Heather and Alex just grow up in the business and learn to lead. Alex, I do remember you picking me up at the airport. I think it was a Subaru with 13 people in it, and we were going to some meeting when you asked me, where is a place to go, you know, where should I move? And we talked about Dallas, and I think it was 2 weeks later, you and Heather had the courage in your early 20s to just pack the car and move. And I remember that first year or two was very, very challenging, but you had that mental toughness, you had that tenacity not to give up on your goal, not to give up on your dream, and you guys not only found a way to win, you, as Andy just said, you found a way to win in a big way and to produce other great leadership. So congratulations to you, congratulations to the Alliance, Andy and Jane, for this momentous day, and I couldn't be more proud of you. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Barry. Your mentorship has meant the world. And when we moved out to Dallas, you said, I feel like my son just left home, and since then we call each other, I call you Dad, so I just appreciate you, Barry, so much.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Barry. You're the best. Well, man, my phone is getting just blown up with people who are just so excited. I mean, there's just so many people who are just so excited that are frankly just kind of moved by the fact that you're joining Integrity. And one of those is Sean Mike. Sean, are you there with us?
Yeah, Brian, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you great.
Outstanding. Well, first of all, thanks for letting me get on. You know, it's really, really surreal listening to everybody talk today because, you know, I got my insurance license in June of 2008, and I went to an event in North Carolina. Seems like Best Western was there, where I don't know if I was the only hotel. I'd never stayed at Best Western until I went to Burlington. Then I stayed there like 62,000 times over the next 5 years. But, you know, Fitz come out on stage, and I'll be honest with you, Brian, and I'm not trying to be funny, but, like, I really don't even know if I knew what we were doing then. I just knew there was an excitement. And Fitz is somebody that I went to the meeting and listened to Andy. Barry was there. The whole crew, about halfway through, figured out that we were selling life insurance, why everybody was so excited. But I believed that I could do it. He come out to, I knew it was meant to be because he came out to this Welcome to the Jungle song, and he was trying to dance. And I was like, this fool's not afraid of anybody thinks about him, because he was up on stage dancing. And that was a song that we used to come out to during the football game. So I love that. So that got me excited. But I got to know Fitz really well, and I considered him a friend. And I probably, for many reasons, haven't let a lot of people into my life in that way over all these years. And I trusted him. I watched what he did, and I watched what they did, and it's if it weren't for everybody that just spoke in this call and some other people, we wouldn't be here. There'd be no FFL. I don't know what I'd be doing, selling real estate, being a social worker, God knows what. We wouldn't be an integrity partner. So I echo what everybody else is saying. I think that Fitz will embrace this team and this partnership and go out and work harder probably than he ever has. I just think so. I think team guys do that. Team guys don't want to let the team down. That they play for the team. And I said to my son the other day, I said, play this game of baseball as long as you can play it and give everything you got, because when you keep looking around that dugout, those bus rides, you'll miss it. Like, so much it'll hurt. And then you'll find it in your adult life because you'll seek it out because you're a team guy. Everybody in this call is, all the men and women on here, in my opinion, have competed at whatever it is prior to this integrity deal, and then we found the greatest team there is in integrity. And I think the reason it works, Brian, is your leadership and how much we all play for each other. And Fitz, I couldn't be happier, brother. I love you. I think of the hundreds of talks we've had, late nights, early mornings, and I was just trying to figure out what y'all knew and how I could get better. I really, honestly, am honored beyond belief to call you a partner. And the integrity family, I fast forward 6 months, a year, a couple of years, we're all going to be very happy that you're part of the team, bro.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you for being my friend. I appreciate that.
You got it, brother.
Man, thank you so much, Sean, Barry, Andy, Jane. So fun to have you guys join this call today, and welcome Heather and Fitz to the integrity family. There is something about what Sean just said about coming together, being part of a team, and really celebrating as a team. In fact, one of the things that I've loved is how we've been able to get together and really all come together and collaborate. And so one of the things we've been looking to do is how can we have more in-person meetings, and hopefully that opens up, soon. But one of the things we're passionate about is, and even Fitz, shared some of this about that shared kind of language about being around the campfire and being together means something, because it makes you stronger. And as Sean just talked about, it being on that bus and just going, how can we go and really do more and do it as a team? And so Integrity Partners, I'm working on bringing us back together in an event, hopefully by the end of the year. We've been working on a bunch of different dates because we believe that there is power in bringing people together. And I want to do that to where we show everybody about what we're creating here, because we're creating something truly, truly special. So be on the lookout for an invite on that. I'll just tease that out today, because we are just hearing Andy and Jane and Barry and Sean and Fitz talk about this campfire and this bringing it together. Man, I just believe that is something that is so special and so rare in today's world that we've got to even do more of that. And so we got a lot of exciting things happening. And tomorrow we're going to be making this announcement about the Fitz Group joining Integrity. So be sure to like and share that out on social media, etc., because it is a big day for Integrity, pulling all of this together. And Alex, and I've never really called you that. I just got to stay true here. Fitz and Heather, I got to tell you, it is such an honor to be your partner, and I can't wait to see what we can accomplish together. So congratulations. Proud of you guys. Love you guys. Hope you all have fun celebrating, popping that champagne, and taking this to the next level together. So congratulations again, Fitz.
Thank you, Brian.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for another incredible Inspire podcast. It's been so much fun. It means so much to me to really hear all of us coming together And as I said before, be on the lookout for Integrity Partners. We're going to be looking to try to bring everybody together because we have a lot to be thankful for, and I want for us to be able to celebrate together. So congratulations, Fitz and Heather. Excited to be your partner. Hope everybody has a blessed week, and look forward to talking to you guys all soon. God bless you guys. Take care. Bye.